Where does the chimney go? The chimney of what? The chimney of what? Hey, I'm Shen, and today I'm going to be answering some of your Twitter questions that you have tweeted at me. Let's start with one. Let's see. What is the strange room that Wacky Roommates takes place in? How does one enter, and is there an exit? Well, the answer to that is I hope nobody ever has to answer. And no, there is not an exit because that room is meant to be purgatory. Next, we've got who and or what was your inspiration for making webcomics? BTW, I love what you do. Oh, thank you so much, Noah. I was inspired to make webcomics, I would say primarily by this webcomic artist named Ronnie Filia, who makes a comic called Womp, which is about just a depressed weeb, kind of, who really loves food. And, you know, I related to that. I related to that on a lot of levels, and it was just really funny. So thank you, Ronnie Filia, and thank you, Noah. Next question. We've got, what's your favorite part of making these comics? What's your least favorite part of making them? My favorite part of making them has to be, like, when I have to draw a really funny face. When like, the punchline of a comic is just a face. I love that. I'll spend like 2 hours on just that panel. That's what I live for there. Least favorite part? There are some like execution stages that I find a little boring. Like obviously I draw Shen a lot, so when I have to like ink Shen, it's not even the sketching stage, it's the inking stage. Yeah, it can get a little boring, but you know, every process has things like that, right? Thank you so much, Val. Next, we have, I always wondered, when did you start your collection of those glass salsa jars? And have you ever broken one that you regret breaking? To answer the second question first, no, they do not break. Those things do not break. They don't break. And to answer the first question, I started that collection of salsa jars. I don't know how to cook. I'm a millennial, right? At one point, I was just sustaining myself off of salsa and chips from my local Walmart. And I guess that's when I started it, when I was like working as a web developer and just eating salsa and chips. For the next question, let's see. How do you come up with the jokes on Blue Chair? Well, a lot of those are based on like things that happen to me in real life. Like if I'm playing a certain game lately, like Stardew Valley or like Minecraft or something, you might see a comic about that. If I had an experience in a store where I picked up like a pair of glasses and I thought I looked kind of good in them, but then I have painfully perfect vision, you might see a comic about that. It's just inspired by like everyday life. All right, Percy asks, what is your secret webtoon series? It's a secret. The next question we've got, when shall you bring back Q&A on Blue Chair? I like the use of shall here, very sophisticated. I shall bring it back maybe eventually. Probably one of the more time-consuming things I do with Blue Chair, so it's something that I might have to cut back on other work that I'm doing right now in order to bring it back. Because I know that people really love the Q&A, so it's definitely something that I'm considering right now. Next, what band tees does your 100% real goth girlfriend buy when y'all go to Hot Topic together? Well, the answer to that is my 100% real goth girlfriend is really into that like really heavy metal that has the indecipherable logos. So I don't know. I know they look scary. They look scary what she wears, and I'm constantly scared of my real girlfriend. The next question on the list, how do you stay motivated enough to consistently post? It's a good feeling to be able to entertain people and to be able to have people like react to things that you say, get some joy from them. Just, you know, I feel like it just has like a positive effect.
Last question.
Where does the chimney go? I'm not sure what chimney this refers to, but if I had to guess, it's the chimney from that super secret webtoon that I tell nobody about. Okay, that one features a basement that goes all the way down to horrible places. Horrible places. That basement just keeps going down. And so presumably the chimney might go up to heaven, but no. Since that is a horror series, I can't imagine much good happening with that chimney, except maybe like Krampus coming down it and stealing your valuables. that is it for the questions we have for this session. Thank you very much for tweeting and submitting. Like, comment, and subscribe to the official Webtoon YouTube channel.
You